Special delivery. Hi everyone. As you can see, Miss Jen and I got new e-bikes from Lectric. Just a disclaimer, we have no affiliation with Lectric, and we paid for these bikes with our own money. Praise the Lord for providing the funding for the blessings of these e-bikes. Let's have some fun.
This episode is brought to you by Calvary Sunrise Oshkosh, teaching the word verse by verse to equip the saints to be ambassadors of Christ. These are the e-bikes we purchased. We purchased the XP Step Through 2.0. We were considering other e-bikes, but they were just out of our budget. For the price of one e-bike, we can get two. We considered the XP 3.0, but that was out of our price range for having two. So we looked at the 2.0 and tried to find anything that was wrong with it compared to the 3.0, and we just couldn't find it. Usually in technology, there's a lot of flaws in the current models, so that's why they would have something to improve. But we found nothing wrong at all with the 2.0, and the 2.0 fits our needs and our budget. The accessories you see here was part of the Memorial Day sale, and the accessories that are being offered, they change every now and then, so make sure that you check the website often for any good deals. This deal was outstanding. Plus, I was able to purchase another comfort seat and suspension post for Miss Jen. Another consideration we had to make was the battery. Do we go with the standard range or the long range? The packages we got for our bikes came with the standard range. On Pedal Assist 1, the standard range, you're going to get 45 miles depending on your weight. If you do throttle only, then your standard range is going to get you 20 miles depending on your weight. Now the long range batteries are going to cost $200 more, and you're going to get more miles, like 65 miles on Pedal Assist 1 and 30 miles roughly when using the throttle. The package that we purchased did not offer the long range, so it made sense for us just to go with the standard range. And we can always purchase a long-range battery once the sale becomes available. For now, we're very happy with the standard range because that would meet our needs. 1 week later.
And here's Miss Jen's bike. And now we're going to open her up. Okay, it looks like the only damage on the box would be where the tire would be. Let's see what else we have in here. stand. And this is your charger.
What's this?
That's just for our shipping. Okay. And then we're just going to take off the white zip ties.
Yeah. Garbage?
Why don't we save the foam?
Okay.
That's what we're going to do. We'll just put it in here for now. We'll take out the seat for you.
Putting it here for now?
You can sit down.
You have zip ties.
Yeah. I'm just looking things over. Because you don't want to cut off the wrong thing.
No.
These cutters don't work for schmuck. Suspension seat post and comfort seat. Now look at the battery, and it can go in this way. Can you hold this, please? And they'll slide in. Okay, hold this right down here. Down here. So it doesn't fall out. You've got your key. And go ahead and insert the key down there. And lock her in. And bottom. Do you see it? Hold on. Yeah, okay. See, you got the lock here. Hold on, Jen. Is there anything inside here?
No.
No. I'm slipping in. Does it fit? Did they send me the wrong battery?
And indeed, the wrong battery was sent to us. With the white Lectric XP step-throughs, the battery is set first, and then the bike is sent second. What we were sent was the step-over battery for the XP step-over models. The slant on these batteries are different. This is what the step-over looks like. The step-over battery, when inside of the step-through bike, it's going to stick out, so it's not going to fit all the way. I did contact Lectric, and Lectric confirmed that what I had was the wrong battery, so they're going to be sending out a new battery, and it will take 1 week to get to us.
1 week later.
And my bike is in. Let's take a look at the box. Looks good. Oh, awesome. It comes with slime in it. That's awesome. Thank you, Lectric e-bikes, for the slime. It's good here too. And I wonder if Jen's bike has slime also. Let me take a look at that. Yep, and looking carefully. Just had to move this here. Yes, it does have slime. Hot dog. Thank you again, Lectric. Let's open this bad boy up. Looking good on the inside too. Let's take it apart. And I did notice that the battery is on the inside, compared to having the battery shipped separately on Jen's bike. And here's my bike fully assembled. We're just going to go over some things to make sure that it's ready to ride. And I did notice some differences compared to Jen's bike. On Jen's bike, she is rocking 20-inch Chow Yang tires, 3 inches thick. And I have the CST Patrol 20-inch tires, 3 inches wide. My bike came in great condition. There is no physical flaws on it. I did notice that the key was zip tied to the rack. The treads on the Chow Yangs appear to be a little more aggressive, in my opinion, compared to the treads on the CST Patrols. But these two will still do the job. It'll be hard to see on each of the tires. Both the Chow Yang and the CST Patrol tires take a maximum of 30 pounds per square inch. Both bikes have a suspension fork with 40 millimeters of travel. And suspension does lock. And both bikes have a 7-speed 1420 tooth drivetrain. Both bikes have the 7-speed Shimano shifter. And both bikes have mechanical brakes. Now, Lectric is going to have a package for $200. You get a pair of hydraulic brakes. So in the future, we're planning on upgrading the brakes to hydraulic brakes. The motor is a 500-watt, 850 peak motor, and it is featured on both of these bikes. Hey, and we've got a pre-ride safety checklist from Lectric, and we're going to go through that right now. And we're going to check and make sure the front and rear tire is within recommended pressure range printed on the sidewall, which is at 30 pounds maximum. Jen's tires are pumped up, but not mine. So I'm going to pump those up. It's time to pump up the tires, yeah! Time to turn up the pumplitude, yeah! Alrighty then, we're all pumped up. I put some extra air into Jen's tires, so we have close to 30 pounds of air. So let's check and see what's next on the list. Okay, what's next? Check that brakes are functioning properly. Checky. And brake 2. Checky. Looking good. So the next thing we're going to do right now is we're going to use rubbing alcohol and rub down those discs. And the reason why we're putting rubbing alcohol on the discs, so there isn't any type of dust or contaminants on the disc when you go and brake. So we're just going to lightly rub that in. And hopefully those prevent any type of brake squeaking. And we'll do the same thing for the back. And I already did the same thing to Jen's bike. And while we're back here, I just want to comment on the kickstand. I've seen some YouTube videos where critics will be criticizing the kickstand, saying that the kickstand is too flimsy. Well, I beg to differ. I think that this kickstand is very strong, and it's strong enough to hold up the bikes. So I've got every confidence in the world that this kickstand will support these two bikes. See, what's next? Make sure all the hardware is tightened to the recommended torque specifications found in the owner's manual. Well, I don't have a torque wrench, so what's next? Check the condition of the chain and see if it needs cleaning or lubrication. Yep, that's got some looby-dooby on it. And a looby-dooby to you too. Bingo. And let's see. Inspect the bike for any damaged, broken, or anything out of the ordinary. Well, I did that. Yeah. Turn on the lights, especially if riding at night. We're going to hold off on that. And next, we're going to check on the handlebar stem. Now, Miss Jen already checked her handlebars before I recorded, so she's happy with the handlebar stem, and it's nice and tight. Along with the seat, she also checked her seat to make sure that it's up on the proper height for her. So we're good on Miss Jen's bike. Let's check mine out. Okay, these are my handlebars before, and I'm going to adjust them on my own here off camera because I only have two hands and it's going to be awfully hard to adjust them, but I'll come right back. And the tools you would need is a Phillips screwdriver and an Allen wrench set.
In my set, I'll be using a 3/32 Allen wrench to take care of the adjustment of my screen. The Phillips head screwdriver will be for adjusting the control buttons.
Okay, I checked everything out, looked it over. My seat's at the right height that I want it. So is the handlebars. And I moved over the controller a little bit and the screen. And just to let you guys know that when you do have your new bike When you first get it, you still have to charge up the battery, so I've got to do that pretty soon. But we're not ready to go on our maiden voyage yet, because we're still waiting on the battery for Jen's bike. Okay, let's take a look at the list again. See, we skipped the lights. Handlebar stem we looked at. Handlebar stem inserted. Folding latches closed and locked, we looked at that. Seat post we looked at. Yep, seat post insertion. I checked the height. Frame loading latch is closed and locked. The pedals are unfolded in a locked position. And wear a helmet and other protective gear. The helmets we will be wearing will be the Retrospec Remi. We purchased these on Amazon. We'll have a link down below. The pads on the inside are removable and hand washable. And it is CPSC Safety Standard certified and is fully compliant. And the hardest thing for me on this helmet was to make the right adjustments for these straps. The helmet is durable. And it looks good. This is called navy blue. I was expecting the color to be a little bit more darker than this, but I'm very satisfied with this color. And what's different is that there is a side latch mechanism. And then you've got the chin strap. And it's supposed to go on tight so your brain doesn't go slosh around if you have like an accident. But this is a very sturdy helmet. And just a quick disclaimer, Retrospec is by no means paying us for any type of endorsement. We paid for these helmets with our own money, and we did a lot of research on the best helmets that would fit our budget and to fit our needs. So this is fitting really nice, and we can't wait to take it on our maiden voyage.
2 days later.
Jen's battery is finally in. Hallelujah.
And in we go with the battery. Hold it by the handle. Make sure this guy's out of the way. And then don't forget that the key is underneath. And when you put the battery in, make sure you turn the key so it locks. And when it locks, the bolt will come out of the bike. This is important when you're putting a battery in, because when you try to fold the bike, the battery will come out. But once you have the key locked, then you should be able to fold your bike safely. One important charging tip I heard from another YouTuber is that when you're charging, plug the charger in first and then plug it into the outlet. And then when you're done charging, take it out of the outlet first and then your bike. And also what you want to do is do not turn on your bike while it is charging, as you'll be risking having a surge go through the outlet and fry your bike. The way to tell that your battery is charged is this red light will turn green. And that's how you know that your bike is fully charged and you're ready to go. Charging time would take generally 4 to 6 hours to fully charge.
Another way to charge would be to charge right from the battery, instead of hooking up right to the bike with the battery inside. We chose to have the battery inside the bike and then charge it from the bike. We figured this would be the most convenient way to charge.
5 hours later.
All right, we've got green lights on both chargers, and we're ready to ride. Like they say in Ghostbusters, the light is green, the trap is clean. We're gonna go on our maiden voyage right now, and we'll let you know what we think. So stay tuned. Let's ride. We're back from a 6-mile bike ride. We're gonna have some final thoughts, and we're gonna start with Miss Jen. So Jen, what are your thoughts on your new bike?
It's awesome.
What did you like about it?
It's quick. That's what I like about it.
Just that it's quick.
Mm-hmm.
Did you like the seat?
Yeah.
Suspension post was good.
Yeah.
You're able to work the controls really well.
Yes.
How'd you like the throttle?
I didn't use that much yet. Still getting used to it.
Getting used to it. Awesome. Do you see any type of improvements need to be made on it?
Not at the moment.
Awesome. Any type of accessories you would add on it?
I'm not sure yet.
Just want to get used to it.
Yes.
Awesome. So, this is Jen's first e-bike. And she approves. So my final thoughts, based on my first impressions of the bike, this is an outstanding bike. First contact until it arrived, the customer service has been outstanding for Lectric. Just keep in mind that when you call, it may take an hour to reach somebody in person. It's not their fault. It's just that the bike is very popular and they're looking to hire more people. Not every company is perfect, and things do happen. One of my old bosses once told me that customer service is not only what you did right, it's what you did to make things right. And Lectric did a great job on taking care of me and making things right. Lectric has been very friendly and very flexible, and the email contact turnaround has been outstanding too as well. They respond in about 1 or 2 business days. Overall, my experience with ordering this bike and using this bike has been very positive. The only stress I had was waiting for the bikes to come. Lectric does use FedEx to deliver, and FedEx isn't always on time. The positive comment I have on FedEx is that they take really good care of their packages. Yes, there are some tears on the box, but because of the great care that Lectric had with their bikes being packaged, it worked out great. Now the comfort seat isn't exactly very comfortable on the first try, so I'm going to try to give it some time, try to get used to the comfort seat. Eventually I might switch over to a Cloud9 seat like every other YouTuber has out there. Having the key at the bottom has been a little bit of a challenge, just like every other YouTuber as well. It's very hard to find when you just are reaching right underneath it to try to get the key in so you can get ready to ride. But just with a little patience, I can get the key in and turn on the bike and ready to go. Now I'm sure that Lectric is going to improve on that with future models. Before this bike, I had some troubles just making it about a couple miles. And riding against the wind was so difficult. With this Lectric e-bike, I can make it without any type of troubles at all. I made 6 miles, which has been the farthest I've ridden since being diagnosed with aortic stenosis. So this is going to be a great bike. As far as accessories go, I don't want to clutter up the handlebars. I want to keep it nice and simple. I might add a bell. And I have a voltage chart that's going to come up here and tell me what percentage of the battery is versus the voltage. Because the screen will not tell me what my battery life would be, and the energy bar isn't always reliable. So you have to go by the voltage. So when I do have that accessory, I'd be happy to show that to you. Other than that, I might just get a bell. And the rest of the accessories that are listed in the package, they should be here in about a month or so. But I've got the main things that I really need. Everything I need to ride is here.
There is a pet carrier available, but I don't think Tiger will have the patience to sit in the pet carrier.
And what matters the most to me is that I could ride with Miss Jen. She means everything to me, and to be having these two e-bikes and to travel together, to go to different trails, that means a lot. I'm just very happy with these two bikes and looking forward to other adventures. And we bought 50-gallon totes from Lowe's that have wheels on them so we could pack up our e-bikes and hit the trails. Ask and you shall receive. These just came in today. These are from E-Bike Better on Etsy. Got one for myself. And I'm going to put one on Jen's bike. Now it says it has a display cover on it. And it's a polycarbonate shield. But you don't really necessarily need to have it. So let's put this on Jen's bike. And it comes with this little slide. You can take it off like that. And then just place it on your controller. And you're good to go. Real easy. The reason why I didn't put the protective shield on was that the commenters on Etsy were saying that the screen wasn't bright enough going through that little plastic shield. So I'm not using it, and I think it'll work out great just the way it is. Thank you, E-Bike Better. I'll have a link down in the description as well. And of course, we don't have an affiliation with E-Bike Better. We paid our own money for these accessories.
Here's what I'm referring to in regards to voltage. You've got your power on, and then you see your odometer, and then you press again for your trip, and here's your voltage. And you see it's 51.7 volts. And then you look on the chart up what 51.7 is, and it is around 70-75%. And that is how much battery life you have left.
So this is a very good accessory to have when you're trying to figure out voltage to battery life.
We'll have more information and more features about our e-bikes as we get to know our bikes the more we ride them, coming up in future videos.
That's all the time we have for today. Thank you very much for watching this video, and we hope it's very helpful for you when you're shopping for a new e-bike. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.